Hey guys, today we're making a Mountain Man breakfast. Absolutely amazing, so many flavors, super easy to do. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly how to rock it. With this dish, we're starting off with a bunch of bacon, just like everything good in the world. Just a couple nice long slices in the bacon to make it a little bit easier to dice it up. Pan super hot, let's get some extra oil in to help the bacon render down faster. Got that sexy sizzle. Every time I cook bacon, I always have to come back with that fresh, cracked black pepper. Now that the bacon is crispy, all the fat's rendered out, I'm gonna take it off. Try my best to save as much bacon grease as possible, because heaven. And I'm gonna take this out, reserve it in my bowl for later, get my pan back on, sausage in, start breaking that up. Sausage is nice and brown, we're gonna take this off, reserve it with our bacon. So now that we have that out, we're gonna throw that back on, make sure the pan stays warm again. We're gonna add in our onions and jalapenos, salt, pepper, a little bit more bacon grease. Notice how with natural fats, the vegetables just suck it up and absorb it. It doesn't sit in the bottom of the pan like how a vegetable oil would be. Onions and jalapenos are done, we're gonna take those out. Go back with the pan, a little bit of avocado oil, add the broccoli in, a little bit more bacon grease, salt, pepper, get the broccoli cooking. Broccoli has some color on it, let's take it out, throw it in our catch bowl with all our other vegetables. Make sure the pan is not burnt, nothing crispy on the bottom. We're gonna throw it back on, keep it hot, do our potatoes. So we're gonna go super hot pan, avocado oil. This only works if it's super hot and you have a lot of oil. Browns in, season everything as you're going, pepper, salt. So the first batch of potatoes, you're gonna get crispy on one side, mix up, cook a lot of the liquid out, and then remove it. That's not gonna be the crust. That's gonna be the patchwork for the crust. Throw in our second batch of potatoes. Again, season, salt, pepper. Let them crisp up. Flip them and do the same thing again. And then after that, we're gonna use the other ones to fill in the splotchy patches to make kind of a crust. And we'll add the rest of everything else to finish up. The trick to this round is patience. Let it cook. While that's working, we'll beat up our eggs. I'm gonna do 12 eggs. All right, we've mixed it up a couple times. It has a little bit of a crust on the bottom. I'm gonna flip it and show you how to do this. Check this out. Try to get as much of it flipped as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. Push it down and see how it's starting to make this thin crust type of deal, but it has holes. And so what you do is you grab the ones you've already cooked and you fill it into the holes, and this is gonna be your shell, your crust. Now that you have the crust ready, turn it off. Let's add in all of our cooked vegetables, the sausage and the bacon. Just nice and evenly all around. We're gonna add a little cheese right now, not a lot. My eggs aren't seasoned, so I'm gonna add a little bit of salt here. This is the middle layer. This will mix with the eggs. Now I'm gonna add my eggs, like that. The trick is, pan has to be off, can't be that hot anymore. Don't want the eggs to start cooking now. Spread them around. Like that. I like to throw a little bit of tomato on top, some more cheese, pepper, salt. I have the smoker set to 350. That's where it's going in at. As soon as I throw it in at 350, I'm gonna turn it down to 300. It's gonna take about 40 minutes. All right, so I've just pulled it out. It's all cooked up, nice and solid, all the way done. We have to let it cool a little bit before we scoop it out. Usually we'll find like a cutting board, flip it upside down on that one, flip it back the right way with maybe another cutting board or tool. Like some parsley, green onion. Got a piece cut, look at that. Holding together nice, super good, hearty, a little bit of fresh with the green onions and parsley on top. And then check out the potato crust. That's my favorite, incorporating the potatoes into the crust itself. Let's take a bite. Dude, if we were camping and somebody made this, best breakfast ever. Like, no lie. Honestly, in general, a really solid breakfast. Thanks for tuning in. Check out this recipe. and all the other recipes at the Can't Chef website in the links to the description below. Have a good day. Bacon.